Okay, great resource online that we use in our construction business to work out size of radiators that we need on a refurb project. If you're a plumber or heating engineer, you'll obviously know how to do this, but this is a great free site that you can use to work this stuff out. I'll share my screen so as you can see it. Well, that's working. Is it working? Share. Come on, come on. Oh, we crashed. What has happened here? That's still going. Still going. Right, we lost that a bit there. Let's try that again. Now we're working. Now we're cooking. Okay, brilliant. So we've just lost 2 minutes of me dicking about with this. So this site here, I'm going to zoom it in just so you can see it a bit better. Traderadiators.com. It's a free site, free for you to do this and make these calculations. And up the top here, you'll find heating calculator. If you can see my little winky. If you hit heating calculator, it's not enough to just go out and measure the gap. If you've got a gap that radiator wants to go in, it's not enough to just go and measure it. The heating output of a radiator is measured in BTUs or watts. And that's what this calculator will do for you. So if you just put in some room measurements, I'll just put anything in just so you can see it. Height of room 2, that must be 2.5. Let's say it's a big old room. And then it wants to know about the room. What is it? So it's a living room. It'll tell you there that you need your radiator needs 500 watts or 1709 BTUs. These are BTU stands for British thermal units. So that's the output that your radiator needs to give you. That's how much energy that it's going to put into the room to heat that room based on the information that you gave it so far. Now, depending on where in the property the room is, or the windows and walls that you've got in that room is going to affect that as well. So you've got some further drop downs. What is below the room? So if it's a bedroom, there's going to be some upstairs, downstairs, and vice versa. So let's just click anything. You can see the numbers changing. Look now, and that depends on these things will change the output of what it needs. So with further information, it's now saying that you need 2,715 watts or 9,265 BTUs. Now what you do with that information, just note those numbers down. It tells you what it all does if you want to read a bit further into it. Note those numbers down. Our radiator needs to output 2,715 watts. So we'll write that down, 2715, based on the information that you just put in there. So now we're going to go to radiators, pick whatever style radiator it is that you want. So I'll just pick any just to show you how this works. So we're going to go with an anthracite. We don't want electric. Anthracite grey radiator. Click, come on. The spinning wheel of death, look. There we go. So what this will do now is it'll throw up a load of sizes. So you can see that we needed 2,715 watts. So that there is not big enough, 1,025. But it might be that we're looking for a rad that's 1,600 wide, but that's not going to pump out enough heat. So what we have to do is either go bigger to get more heat, or we can get more panels to get more heat. So if you scroll down and look at the sizing, if it's that particular radiator that you want there, that particular radiator will come in different sizes. So that is a 290 by 1,600, and that size of radiator there is going to throw out that much BTU, and it'll tell you the pipe centers and all the rest of it. So now you've got to find a radiator of that size that will give you the right BTUs. So this is a building regulation requirement, and that's how we find radiators in our construction business and on our refurbs. Just thought I'd share that with you. Apologies for the little 2-minute pause at the beginning. I lost connection